All right, so welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to talk about marriage, and I have Mr. LG here who's going to share his view on marriage. So, LG, tell me, what does marriage means to you?
Well, marriage, first of all, is a culture that has been practiced over the years. In the sense, when people want to start family, they enter into union. So that's union wherein two people, male and a female, come together to start a family of their own. That's the old union of marriage. So it's a tradition that has been practiced over the years. So, and I believe it's a good one.
Okay. You mentioned male and female. You know, we're living different times now where male and male also engage in marriage. Don't you acknowledge the union of both sex?
No, that's not something I.
You don't acknowledge
I
that?
don't acknowledge it. I'm
Right.
not saying what they are. I don't have. That's their life, but from what I know, marriage is between a man and a woman.
Okay.
So those who identify themselves as male and that's their business.
It has nothing to do with
That's
you.
nothing to do with me.
Okay, no problem. The question that I think a lot of people want to know, right? You talk about this marriage. Is it important to get the law involved in the marriage? Because nowadays they have something called the legal system that you have to go through.
Yeah.
You know, from what you were talking about earlier, it seems like it's all about, you know, as the male, you have your family, you go and seek the hand of the woman through her own family.
Yeah.
But these days, that is not enough. You have to go through the legal system.
Yeah.
So, which of these two do you think is considered as marriage? Is it the legality that is surrounding it, or is it a man going to the woman's family?
First of all, marriage has to do with the family.
Okay.
That is where it starts from.
Okay.
So this whole legal issue, it begins to involve after some
time
issues of how
domestic
people,
violence,
all those things. So it has to do with the man going to the parent of the woman, asks her hand in marriage and establish that union.
Okay.
But of lately, like you mentioned, there are a lot of issues surrounding this whole thing, especially when people have different motive. Of lately, people will just sit one day and say, "No, I don't want this marriage anymore.
Exactly.
I want your property. I want this. I want all those funny stuff." So, I think if the legality is of the essence. Honestly, it helps to create that boundary and separate.
But sometimes you see, LG, like most men. I remember that on my own channel, I did a piece where I was talking about, you know, I was basically talking about this divorce.
Yeah.
Because a lot of men are hesitating to get married these days, and even some women.
Even myself.
Because if you have money and then a person is with you, right? Now, if they no longer love you, let them live in peace. Even if they want something from you, they don't have any right to take 95%.
No. That's
Are you understand what I'm trying to say? So that is very scary.
Yeah.
You know, so which begs the question again: if you're going to get married, are you going to go through the legal system?
I will go through the legal system.
Yes. Knowing fully well that if the woman does not want you, or she no longer wants to marry, she's going to take most of your.
Yeah, I think you so some years ago we discussed about something like prenup or something.
But
it was.
Is it existing here in Africa? In Sierra Leone?
None that I know of.
So that's what I'm asking. If you were to get married in Sierra Leone, right?
Yeah.
What are you like? Will you go to the lake? Well, Sierra Leone does not really give women that. So you're safe. But this okay, one final question before we end this, right? What do you think is the appropriate age for a man to get married, and then the same thing for a woman? What do you think is the appropriate age?
I don't think there's that right age right there. I don't think
that's my boy. We have that was going to be a trap, but yeah. But what age are you looking to get married?
Me? But when the right time comes, we'll figure it out.
So you have okay, one other question again. Do you think having a kid or even kids before marriage, do you think that's a taboo?
Well, it depends on your culture.
No, I'm asking you now.
Yeah.
Based on your culture, based on your own world view, do you think having a kid is a taboo?
Outside of marriage?
Yes.
Yeah, looking at the person I am, my religious background, that's a taboo. It's not called for. It's not called for.
I thought denying the pregnancy would be the taboo. So just having a kid is a taboo.
Out of wedlock, it's a problem. We have seen situations like that. How it ended is that's why they have always advised us to wait. We have to be ready. If that's something you do, then you walk into it right there. You should not just go and leave children out there just because you want to have kids.
I fully understand, but I think I will have to disagree with you there a little bit, right? Because the truth is, LG, even when we're growing up, most times they don't teach us how to control our urges. As a matter of fact, you don't even talk about anything that involves sex, right? So when people grow, they grow with this feeling of being in love and this idea that they're going to get married, and sometimes they are tempted because the temptation of the flesh is much more harder to predict than people think, you know. So as long as even if the father denies the pregnancy, you understand me, right? I don't think you should look at your child as a taboo. It was a mistake.
No, the child is not like the taboo.
Even the
action.
Yes,
I'm looking at the action as the taboo right there. Not a child.
Yes, but even the action, I don't think it's a taboo. You know, that's just that's just my own thing. I don't think it's that because I know most people, except somebody who is like really crazy in the head or something like that, but most people do certain things out of love.
No, if you intend to marry the person, is good.
But if we're going to call that a taboo, then we might as well call having sex before marriage also a taboo.
It's a taboo.
You're not being honest.
No, something being a taboo does not mean it's undeniable.
It means it's forbidden. You shouldn't do it.
Now, but most of the things that are forbidden, we find ourselves doing them.
But okay, we'll stop here. Thank you very much, Mr. Edgy.